conversation about sustainability and media really kicked off going back a few years now with the Global Media Charter that came out of this WFA Media Forum. That then sprung into action the task force around the Global Alliance of Responsible Media, GARM. That was very much the start of the connection between thinking about media and sustainability on a global level and having industry collaboration around that. What started there, predominantly about brand safety and monetization, has now sprung out into so many other areas of sustainability, whether that be diversity and inclusion, which as Diageo we are incredibly focused on, thinking about environmental impact, which we had a great presentation from the Nestlé team on today, and then also, of course, thinking about how we do right by consumers, thinking about things like their data. So there are so many angles of sustainability. I've only listed a few there. It just goes to show what an important role media has to play in driving the agenda.
I think media has a massive role to play when it comes to telling the story of the brand, because it's ultimately how you communicate to your consumers, right? So first is translating the brand values, going really into that authentic voice of what is it that my brand stands for, what is it that we're trying to achieve in the world, and translating that to media guidelines. And at Philips, we've done this in a conscious media program, bringing together data ethics and brand responsibility, brand safety, with diversity and inclusion, and ultimately sustainability, and figuring out how we can bring all three of those to life in every media communication that we do. We're starting with building the guidelines, building the framework, driving those to adoption throughout all of our markets. It's quite a big feat, but ultimately I really believe that as a company, we are responsible for the way that we support the industry just as much as that we're responsible for the way that we run our own products and build our own sustainable products. So it has to come down to voting with our investments, right? And making sure that we invest our media budgets in places where we can really make a difference in people's lives, because that's what we do at Philips. We are there to improve people's lives.
So we at Nestlé, we partner heavily with our local markets, and we have markets that are exploring the opportunities already. For example, UK and France, they work with energy optimization or with carbon reduction measurement in their media campaigns. Secondly, what we did is to build responsibility and sustainability into our global media strategy to drive change within the company. And last but not least, I think we need to understand the role of the marketing community in driving advocacy, but also communication within the organization and externally to make media communication more sustainable and to underline the impact that media communication can take. Thank you.